Alrighty, hey, what's up, guys? So in the last video, we built this beautiful little build here. However, I do think that it looks a little barren by itself here. Now, today I was thinking that we build a custom tree. We build a few custom trees around, and also I would like to build a windmill of sorts right here. Because I want this to have a little bit of lore. And well, how else is a city going to get an eventual city going to get power? Well, next to the coast, often there's extremely high winds. So I was thinking about right here where this cow is standing, we kind of build a small windmill and maybe a farm next to it, because we have no crops at the moment. Like, we have this, which is just a very temporary small little crop farm here, small little sheep farm for what we're going to build today. Anyway, we have done no sort of like normal Minecraft things. All of our tools are extremely broken right now. Regardless of our pickaxe. This is normal. But we've made no armor, and we have one diamond tool. Now, we have a bunch of diamonds here. We have 35. So I was thinking that maybe... Oh, wait, I need sticks. I was thinking that to make it so resource collection and everything goes faster, we build a few new tools. So we're going to build a new pickaxe, or a new axe, a new sword, and a new shovel. Now, this gives us 29 diamonds still. And I need at least 2 for an enchanting table. So, I think we leave those for now. And we just get right into... Honestly, I'm not sure what we get into first. I think we probably get into building the tree first. I think the tree should go about right here, right where this... So right where this is, I think this is going to be the base of our tree right here. So, I will get back to you with a time lapse. Hey guys, I just wanted to interrupt this time lapse real quick. I just want to say that I'm not building this. This is not my own design of a tree. This comes from a YouTuber called Broken Orbit. I will link their video down in the description if you guys wanted to build this as well. Just wanted to quickly shout them out, and let's get right back into it. So alrighty, that was actually extremely embarrassing. I don't think I've ever, died like that on camera before. But here is the overall shape we have here for our tree. Alright, now it's kind of a little bit lopsided here, so I'm going to extend it out just a tiny bit over on this side. And then I will do the canopy, or the leaves is what it is. Yeah, the leaves. So, let's get right back into it. Alrighty, so I kind of forgot to record the time lapse for the canopy. However, here is what the top kind of looks like here. I mixed in both normal azalea leaves, flowering azalea, oak, and then I also added a little bit of moss up top. I think the moss and the azalea leaves kind of add a good little light contrast to the oak leaves. But I do think that it's kind of a little bit flat for now, so I think we're going to extend it down one on these edges here. And maybe have a little bit of like hanging bits around. Now, I do really like how airy it is like up here, so it doesn't feel like it's all just one solid block. I like that it feels really airy up in the top of these canopies. I think that from up top, it looks really interesting from up top. It doesn't look like any other kind of regular tree. The trunk idea was the YouTube video that I've linked down below, is the Broken Orbit. It was his trunk idea. However, I followed my own idea when it came to building the leaves and kind of extending more of the like oak out, or more of the branches out. I think that he had the branches a little bit short for me. So this is what we have. Let's quickly go out of F4. I think that it looks really good. And then around it, I want to add some more moss and kind of style it up a little bit. Maybe add a few stone buttons as like stones around, like little pebbles around the base, along with some of these lily of the valleys. I think that these are they're honestly probably one of my favorite flowers in the entire game. And definitely some of these spore blossoms. I think these spore blossoms are extremely, extremely good. So, I will quickly go grab more leaves, and we will be right back. Alrighty, I think that this tree is looking mighty fine here. I think this tree actually looked really good. I added this spore blossom, as you saw, because it's going to give a nice particle effect around the area. And now I just wanted to quickly decorate what we have going on here with these lilies of the valley and the moss blocks. So I'd say not all of it. We're obviously not going to add all of it into just moss, but I also wanted to add a little bit of the rooted dirt maybe into this, just to give it a few different hues of green. And I mean, just kind of add it just willy-nilly here, and maybe just some regular dirt as well. And we kind of just add these lilies of the valley around. And I also kind of wanted to add these glowberries in. However, I wasn't really 100% sure on where we should add these. I was thinking maybe on one of these, the bottoms of the moss blocks that we have up here. So let's quickly tower up and do that. Yeah, so like, I kind of wanted to add something like this in. Now, I really like how this tree actually, I really like how this tree went. Let me quickly turn particle effects. All, apply, done. Alrighty, I really like how this yeah, that looks nice with the particle effects going around it. That looks really nice, actually. And then now we can kind of meander the path over this way. A little around the tree. Something like that, yeah. And then you can kind of just like widen it out as you go in specific spots that are really worn down, you know. Something like this, yeah. I think this looks extremely wonderful, actually. Alrighty, so now I also would like to build up a little bit of a wheat field right here next to the like right under our tree. And so in a second we'll hop into a quick time lapse and we'll build this little farm here. But I just want to talk about a few future plans we have. So obviously we have our main starter house here. And so as you walk out here, you'll see the tree, and you can either go this way over to this farm, or down here where we will have the windmill, which I believe will unfortunately have to come into a later episode here. And then our eventual dock that comes down this way, which I think will look really good if we just have like a massive ship over here. Or I don't know if we should have the ship here or if we'll just have a smaller little boat here, because I don't want it to block the view of the house. I don't want it to block the house. So maybe we'll have the dock go out this way more, or just like straight. We'll just have it go straight out, so then we'll have the ship just right here. I think that'll probably be the best idea. But we're gonna quickly hop into the time lapse. Alrighty, so we've gotten the basic shape for this wheat field. Now, I don't know if eventually we'll get a villager into this one. I think that might be a good idea, and we'll just set up a villager breeder down below it, I guess. However, I don't actually know if I have enough crops for this now. Let's hope we do, guys. 30? No, that's definitely not going to be enough. 30's definitely not going to be enough. Also, I need to make plus another hoe. We have so much foliage right now. Or foliage. I think it's foliage, actually. I also think we need to keep a crafting table down here. So, sorry, I'm just organizing my inventory real quick, unfortunately. Do a little bit of this, get another one of these. Now, I want to do a different kind of I want to do a different kind of field all over the village. So then we kind of see how we're getting food, you know, how these villagers are getting food and everything. So I will quickly hop into time lapse and plant everything. Alrighty, so unfortunately that was kind of a short time lapse just because I didn't realize how many seeds I actually had. However, as this kind of area grows up here, we will get more we'll get this entire thing planted up. Sorry. I do think that what we have so far today is extremely good. I think this build might have taken a little bit too little of time to fully fill up an episode. So, I also kind of would like to maybe start up terraforming down here. Yeah, I think starting to terraform down this little path here just for a second would look really good. So let me grab some blocks and kind of just show you what I'm thinking about. Honestly, let's grab some dark oak. We have not used any dark oak at all yet. I'm also, as we speak, breeding up these sheep as much as I can. Just trying to get as much white wool as we're going to be able to for this next build that we do within the coming episodes. Jesus. Alright, so I do like the idea of kind of having like a step down and a step up. I just feel like that's kind of what you're supposed to have with all of these. So, it just feels smoother walking up and down. Now, I would like to... Unfortunately, I have to grab more. Let's just grab this. Yeah, something like that. Now, we will go and... I think we have to push this back just a tiny bit. Just to make it fit. Kind of go a little bit something like this, and then maybe goes down a step here, and then down another step like this, and then we kind of just stop here, and then go down another step. I think this looks quite good, actually. And then it'll kind of just stop there for now. Now, I do like how this kind of looks, where it's dark, but I do need to transition it a little bit into campfires. I'm going to craft up a bunch of campfires, because I think that's what our dock is going to be made of. So I really like the idea of having a dock that is made up of campfires. I think it gives it that good, like, log effect, what it's supposed to look like. So we'll kind of just go out here, because I want to have our dock just go straight out for a little bit, and then we'll put our boat, like, right here, so then it's not in the way of anything, technically. Now, I do really like how this is looking. I love how our world is coming together so far within these first 2 episodes. With that, though, I think that's going to be it for today, and we'll sleep one last time before the episode. Or, actually, we can't sleep just yet, so let's quickly put some stuff back in our chests here. And we will spectate this tree for just a second as the sun comes down. I mean, just look at this. Look at how good this looks, guys. This is kind of starting to come together. I think maybe we will build another like pen like this, or area like this, but for our sheep and maybe cows. I think maybe we'll put one right here for sheep. I like how this is kind of like where our central hub is for right now, and then later we'll kind of just extend down through this valley, back over here, and around over, and eventually to here where we'll build some sort of like a beach resort kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of a fun idea. But this is looking wonderful. I mean, let's just look at this for a second. With that, though, guys, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I appreciate everybody that's watched, and please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, as it boosts YouTube algorithm and pushes my videos in more, so we can kind of grow together. Thank you, guys.